Mexican sangria for Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, which celebrates
not the Mexican Independence Day
at all.
People of America, stop thinking that Cinco de Mayo is like equal to our 4th of July.
Because it's not.
So, for our sangria recipe, to celebrate the Cinco de Mayo, we're going to take a whole bottle of Viña Zaco Tempranillo from the Rioja region.
We want it to be a wine that you actually enjoy.
Because it's going to be one of the most present flavors in your sangria. So make sure that you pick a wine that you're particularly fond of. Pour it in there. Then we're going to take a cup of the triple sec.
Or, if you're feeling fancy, Grand Marnier.
Contrio also works, but, you know, we're girls on a budget, so we got the triple sec.
Totally.
Take a cup of
OJ.
We're going to do half a cup of brandy.
Put some hair on your chest.
Don't know anything about it?
Grape Girls, out of our element.
1 orange. Cut it into wedges. Squeeze the juice out of it. Throw it in there. Quarter your lime. Or as we say in Spanish, lima. And toss it on in there. A cup of pineapple chunks, which we have here.
Piña en español. And Grape Girls also added blueberries and strawberries, or fresas en español.
We also have cinnamon sticks. They're optional. And then the very last thing that we add is lemon lime soda, aka Sprite.
And in the case of the Grape Girls, because we try to keep it super healthy.
And because it's almost bikini season.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sprite 0.
You toss all of these ingredients into a pitcher, and then you put it in your refrigerator and let it sit for several hours. We're going to have some
Rioja from
Viña Zaco and a little bit of guacamole. So, T, tell me about Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. It celebrates a victory that Mexico had over France on May 5th, 1862.
At the Battle of Puebla.
There was
there was an internal conflict
between the conservatives and the liberals, and the liberals won. As Benito Juarez became president, he decided he was going to default on all of his loans. Think of it as like a credit card for 2 years.
2 years.
Because of that, his creditors, meaning Great Britain, France, and Spain, came a knockout.
We want our cash. We want our cash.
Right. They're like, this is an attempt to collect a debt. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, I know.
No, he didn't even call the Bank of America.
Because they were busy with their own civil war at the time.
They had a civil war happening, and he was like, oh, I can't call the Bank of America because they won't answer.
Right. Flash forward, this is what happened with the Battle of Puebla, because all of his creditors came over to Mexico, and they're like, we want our money. But then they all left, except for France, who stayed.
France was totally unprepared. They totally underestimated Juarez and his ability to, you know, take on the French army at the time. But they did. They like, kicked their butt.
Yeah, like boom, 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 boom.
So May 5th was like a huge victory for Mexico because France then retreated and
came back later and stronger because Napoleon III called for reinforcements after that. Yeah.
That's the part that we don't really talk about on Cinco de Mayo. So they kind of like thwarted the efforts of France, but they didn't really stop them.
Not at all.
But that's okay because we still celebrate.
Woo! Now, what's interesting about Cinco de Mayo is that it's actually more widely celebrated here in the U.S. than it is in Mexico.
Especially in bigger cities like Los Angeles, where we are.
There you are, the Battle of Puebla.
Cinco de Mayo!
Cinco de Mayo! Grape Girls, we are back.
And we've got our sangria with us. Once you've let all of your sangria concoctions sit in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, you just pour a little bit into your glass. Pour a little bit into your glass. You top it off with a little bit of
lemon lime
soda, aka Sprite. If you want to add a garnish to it, the Grape Girls suggest you add a stick of cinnamon. Tip and sip.
Oh, that's refreshing.
Gosh, I love this. You don't even taste the brandy
at all.
That's fantastic.
God,
because that brandy was serious. You do taste the wine and all the fruit flavors for sure. The Sprite on top makes it very effervescent and light and kind of bubbly.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So this is I think this is like an awesome recipe for, like, if you're going to throw a Cinco de Mayo party. I wonder if I could freeze this and then make, like, a popsicle out of it.
Oh, my God.
Wouldn't that be real good? I would like to thank Jessie Sherman, who is currently playing Tinkerbell in the touring version of Peter Pan. She provided this awesome guacamole recipe for us, which we love. And then I would also like to thank Brett Moore. Your sangria recipe is like the bomb.
That guy.
Share your recipes with us. You can tweet us at The Grape Girls, or you can find us on Instagram.
At anyone, anytime.
And of course, you can always find us on our website. It's www.thegrapegirls.com. Show us all of your pictures, having a great time. Use the hashtag #TipItAndSipIt because that's where you can find us.
We want to see it. We want to hear about it. We want to know everything. Because
we are girls.
And we like the grapes.
Until next time, guys. Cheers.
On Cinco de Mayo. Or the 5th of Spain. Because in actuality, in the touring version in America.
Me too. That was not
That's for the blooper reel. Oh my Lord, that's for the blooper reel.